welcome to my channel. This is Amber's World, and if you are new here, y'all, welcome. I don't know how you found this video. I don't know how you found this channel, but I'm glad that you did, and I'm very grateful that you took the time to press that play button and give me and this lovely channel a chance, okay? And for those of you who are already part of my fam, welcome back. So I have thought long and hard about when I was going to drop this video, and I figured that with all this time off that I have after a crazy month of flying, that it's time to give you the video that I'm sure some of you have been waiting for. So you want to be a flight attendant? Well, as we all know, before you can become a flight attendant, you have to, well, go through the interview process, and it is a process. Some processes, depending on the airline that you are applying for, might be longer than others, like they might be a little bit more extensive than others, but never fear. The advice I'm going to give you, I'm going to go off of the general hiring process of most airlines. I know a lot of airlines have some tweaks and differences. It's okay, breathe, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, so we're just gonna start from the very beginning. You have filled out that application online and you press submit, you waited a little bit, and what is that in your email? Oh, it's an email inviting you to a virtual interview. For me, my virtual interview that I had, both of them were face-to-face virtual interviews, as in like I was actually speaking to another person on a internet platform. I did not have to do pre-recorded answers. And shout out to my flight attendant friends out there who had to do that. For me, that would be so awkward. But I would have killed it anyway. You know. The first thing that I need you to do is be prepared. I need you to look the part. I need you to take a shower. Even though it's virtual, take a shower. There's something about getting ready for a virtual interview as if it was a face-to-face interview that just hits different. You know, it really translates through the camera, okay? I need you to make sure the hair is together. I need you to make sure your makeup is together. If you wear makeup, I need you, at least from here down to your torso, be ready, okay? That's the least you can do. You don't even got to wear pants to this particular interview. Wear pants if you want, but let's just be real. The least you can do is make sure that head to torso is looking magnifique, okay? Chef's kiss. Then I need you to be relaxed. I need you to breathe, and I need you to be as confident and as calm as you possibly can. Y'all, I understand that this process can be nerve-wracking. I have been through the process twice, so I get it. Especially if this is a dream job for you, you want to get the job, I get it, but your nerves are going to translate. Some people, their nerves work to their advantage, but a lot of y'all are nervous and the interviewer can tell that you're nervous, okay? And you can't choke on any part of this interview. You got to bring your absolute best A game. So whatever you need to do, yoga, take a few breaths, stretch, listen to your favorite music, but I need you to be relaxed for this interview, okay? Because this is your moment to give a great first impression to whomever is on the other side of your camera screen. Be original with your answers, okay? Do not let Google be the reason why you do not get the job, okay? Do not go on all these platforms and take notes on all of these pre-recorded, given answers, because chances are that the person who is interviewing you has already seen those answers on the internet and they can tell that you're very rehearsed. It gives dishonest, and the interviewer can tell that your answers are not coming from a genuine place. You just simply saw the answers on the internet and you rehearsed it. It's kind of whack. It's giving fraudulent. So you want to make sure that the answers that you give to the interviewer are coming from an authentic place. If you are somebody that has previous flight experience, great, use that to your advantage. And if you're somebody that has never been a flight attendant before, that is fine. If you have any type of work experience, especially in customer service. Use that to your advantage. Really speak to the past experience that you had working with people, working with your past coworkers, and just speak to who you are and who you know you are as a person and as an employee. And I promise you that person will find it so refreshing that, you're being honest with your answers. Speaking of refreshing, that leads me to my next point. Treat the interview as a conversation, not an interview. I understand that the interviewer might be throwing questions at you and you're really concentrated on really answering the question and all that. I get it. But if this is a dream job for you and this is a job that you feel that you're going to love and you really, really are excited about it, let that excitement show. Really take the time to connect with the person that you're interviewing, because let me tell you something right now. That person who you're interviewing, that person who is interviewing you, you probably are interviewing number 77. You are not the only person that they've had to interview for that day or for the month, okay? So you want to stand out in a way that it doesn't feel like, okay, it's just another interview. You want to make that person feel like, wow, like this person is so cool, they're so nice. I felt like, we were just vibing. It wasn't just a regular, okay, ask the question, you give the answer. They ask the question, you give the answer. I hope that makes sense, right? Let your personality shine in the interview. Really, really just take the time to just relax and just speak to your excitement about your love for customer service, your love for flying, if you have flight attendant experience. That is what's really going to make you stand out, in my opinion, okay? That's what worked for me, at least. And that's how I approached my virtual interview. You want to be unforgettable, okay? So make yourself unforgettable. Now we're going to move into the face-to-face interview. Yes, you waited for however long you waited. And oh my gosh, you got an email saying that you have been invited to a face-to-face interview. Oh my God. Yes, it is so exciting. I know it's so exciting. I remember when I got my face-to-face. In fact, you guys saw my reaction when I got invited to my face-to-face interview. It's an amazing feeling. But hold on. You ain't got the job yet, sis. You still got to go to that face-to-face interview and you got to kill it. So most likely you're going to get flown out to headquarters so that you can be interviewed by whoever you're going to get interviewed by. I need you to be prepared. I need you to have your clothes picked out. I need you to have them looking professional, pressed, and ready to go. I need you to make sure that you have everything that you need, which means whatever the person has asked you to bring to your face-to-face interview, you don't want to forget it, okay? You don't want to be the person that forgot their passport. You don't want to be the person that forgot to bring their ID. You don't want to be the person that you just don't want to be that person, because you're automatically written off as somebody that is irresponsible and can't keep up with their responsibilities. I'm just keeping it real. Basic stuff. Remember the items that you have been asked to bring and come looking professional and ready to go, okay? I know this sounds like, well, duh, Amber, but girl and guys, you'd be surprised, okay? The face-to-face interview is your time to basically, again, connect with the person that you are speaking to, the person who is interviewing you. This is your time to speak to whoever is in the room. This is your time to connect, because everybody who is in the room doing your face-to-face, everyone's face-to-face process is different, okay? So notice how I'm being very vague here, okay? Because the face-to-face interview for me might be different from the face-to-face interview that you experience. So all I'm gonna say is that every single person that you talk to, meet, make sure that you are speaking to them in a kind, respectful, and loving and excited manner. Make sure that your energy is up. You engage with all those who you are speaking to, even if you are in the room with other candidates. Everybody is watching you. Okay? You have no idea who could be watching you. So you are really on stage from the time that you enter the building to the time that you leave. Okay? They are going to examine your demeanor. They're going to examine your attitude. They're going to examine your enthusiasm for the job. So you want to be on your A game, okay? When you finally get to sit down and speak to your interviewer, the same rules apply to the virtual interview. Make sure that your questions are original and they're coming from a place that is honest and authentic. I'm going to use the airline that I currently work for as an example, interviewing wise. I made sure that because I already had experience with the regional carrier that I worked for, to really pull from those experiences and use those experiences to answer the questions that were given to me. And I know I'm making this sound real general, but interviewing is not as hard as you think it is. I know that we all have different personalities, and some of you might not have my personality. You know, I love talking to people. I find talking to people really easily. But if you're somebody that doesn't, you know, if you're somebody that kind of gets lost in their thoughts, just take the time to breathe. Even ask the interviewer to repeat the question and really think to yourself, what really would I do in this situation? And I say speak honestly, but also answer your questions with common sense, okay? Common sense is the best policy when it comes to interviewing, all right? Because some of y'all really do answer these questions with a little too much honesty. Like there's the on the streets answer, and then there's the professional answer. So always address all of your questions with professionalism and speak to the professional that you claimed to be when you filled out that application, okay? Hopefully I am making sense here. Lord goodness. And that's all I have for you guys regarding the virtual and face-to-face interview. Those are my little tips, my little gems. Of course, I can't guarantee you that you're going to get the job. I'm not going to promise you that, you know, you're going to get the job, because at the end of the day, I don't know what all of these airlines are looking for. I don't know what all these companies are looking for. Everybody is different. There's always the, you know, gray areas in the interview and hiring process. But those are the things that worked for me, and I certainly hope that they work for you. And I wish you guys luck in your hiring process. Let's get it.